Greetings, human scum. It is I, your overlord, Nobody's Law, and I have come to you with great tidings about this thing you call a movie. Sorry. I got to see Deadpool 2 opening weekend, and it was just a real treat. I I loved the first movie. It was my favorite Marvel movie up until that point. And I've been waiting for a Deadpool movie since I was a little kid when I played that PS2 game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. He was one of the playable characters. If you haven't played it, you should. It's on the PS4. You should go download it. Go play it right now. Right now, right now, right now. But after Origins, they just kept putting off and putting off and putting off actually making a Deadpool movie, and until that clip went viral. I still think it was Ryan Reynolds. He looks guilty. He does. So after the clip went viral, the studio realized how big a demand a Deadpool movie was. So they went full steam ahead. Now the great thing was they had like 10 years in between to put everything together. The script, the characters, pretty much everyone they wanted to be involved. So it only took like a year to film it. And poof, we had a massive hit. Okay, I do have one complaint. I would have liked to see Deadpool fight Thanos over Lady Death, but considering both characters are owned by separate studios, that can't happen. Now, Deadpool 2. The action and comedy in this one were basically just doubled. It was a lot more brutal with a lot funnier jokes, and it just there were just some really awesome parts that just you know. They had some really cool cameos. For instance, like Shatterstar, Terry Crews' Bedlam. Matt Damon played a redneck for like 5 seconds when Cable showed up all Terminator-like and just killed everybody. Brad Pitt's 2-second stint as Vanisher. And Peter, oh my god, what was he doing there? That guy had no business being on that plane. Holy shit. Like, he was funny, but he shouldn't have been there. You know, they were... And then they all died, you know, like, immediately. So... I guess that happens. But the girl who played Domino, Zazie Beetz, she just killed it. She was definitely one of the most fun and interesting characters to watch. And then, of course, the return of some of our beloved characters like Weasel, Dopinder, Colossus, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and her lesbian girlfriend Yukio. Now, they were so adorable. Oh, it was great. This is the first time that you have a lesbian relationship depicted in a major superhero movie like this. So it was really interesting, really cool, you know? And you know what else is really cool? Juggernaut! Oh my god! Juggernaut! Okay, I gotta say this. I called it. Like, as soon as they did that whole foreshadowing thing with the big prison cell, I told the girl I went with, I was like, I doubt they'd actually do it, but what if it was Juggernaut? And then they did it! Holy shit. It was like happy birthday to me. I love Juggernaut. He is one of my favorite Marvel villains, and I just to seeing Wade fangirling over him as he's being ripped apart, it was so great. It was great. It was so entertaining. Now I don't know if anybody else noticed, but Stan Lee himself wasn't actually in the movie, but his picture was. And you know, just being as old as he is, he doesn't have the time or energy to be in every Marvel movie that they make these days. So it's just too much on him. So, you know, that's okay. We still love him. But I gotta make my complaints now. I personally didn't like Josh Brolin as Cable. Not that he's a bad actor. You know, I actually enjoy him quite a bit. But why would they cast the same guy who plays Thanos in the MCU? Why? It's so stupid. Even Ryan Reynolds thought it was stupid. He made a tweet about it. Brolin should have just stayed as Thanos. I mean, he was good Thanos. just he didn't scream Cable, you know? He's a little bit he's more of an emotional actor, and Cable is a lot more stoic. You know, he had this he brought this depth to the character that it felt forced. Like he was channeling too much Thanos, you know? Even even Wade makes a joke about it. So and then plus he's shorter than Ryan Reynolds. Cable is a fucking giant. He's huge. So it's like here's Deadpool and here's Cable and they're talking to each other. And Deadpool's taller than him. Cable should be like up here, you know? He's tall. I don't know. So personally, I would have liked somebody more like Dolph Lundgren, like they talked about, if he was a little better of an actor. I don't know. I don't know. But the story just felt kind of rushed. They had all, like I said, they had all this time to perfect the first one, and then when it was such a big hit, they had to crank out the second one as fast as possible. So it's kind of a trade-off. It just, it had a really cliche ending, and I called it as soon as Wade got hurt. Cable only has two charges. One to get him there to kill the kid, and the other one to get him home back to his family. And then when Wade gets hurt, Cable goes back to, you know, uses his last charge to make sure that he doesn't die. And it's just, I don't know, it felt like just a plot device to keep Cable around for X-Force. Speaking of, we still don't actually have confirmation that they're going to make a Deadpool 3. They might just end at X-Force. So, because Ryan Reynolds only had a contract for 3 movies. And he hasn't actually said that he wanted to do more after that. But, you know, they kind of do that with most major superhero pictures these days. Like, they did that with Iron Man and Captain America, and they just kept re-upping their contracts for more movies. So, we'll see what happens there. But I'm still excited for X-Force. You know, it's going to have a bigger cast, bigger stakes. Steak. Sorry. And then, hopefully Josh Brolin pulls out a better performance. JK, not really. Well, but still, I did love the movie. It just felt rushed. It was still fantastic. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Well, it's been a pleasure. Once again, I am Nobody's Law. You guys have a great day.